Hi, this is Mr. Shumway. This video clip explains how to work some questions that you might possibly see on the ASVAB test concerning numbers. Which of the following is the mode in this series of numbers? The mode is the number that is there most often. So there's 4 2s, 3 6s, 3 8s, 2 10s, and 1 12. So there's 4 is the most, and so the mode of this series, of this group of numbers, would be 2. That's the number that are the most of. The value of 3 factorial. Factorial means you multiply that number times the number 1 less than that times the number 1 less than that, but times 1 doesn't change anything, so the third factorial is 3 times 2 is 6. And if you did the 10th factorial, that would be 10 times 9 times 8, and it just until you get down to 2. So it gets pretty big pretty fast. If 0.05 divided by x equals 1, then x equals what? Well, anything divided by itself is 1, so x has to be the same as the numerator if it's going to be equal to 1. So x is equal to 0.05. Which of the following numbers is prime? Well, let's look and see if we can find factors of other numbers here, like 14 could be written as 2 times 7, so it's not that one. 15 could be written as 3 times 5, it's not that one. 16 could be written as 4 times 4, so it's not that one. 17 could be written as, well, the only one is 17 times 1, so that is a prime number. That means there are no other factors of that besides 1. Let's multiply 304 times 2 and divide by 4. We could take half of 304, or we could, okay, so yeah, we could say 304 times 2, and then 4, I could write that as 2 times 2. And so it's just half of 304. Well, half of 300 would be 150. Half of 4 would be 2. So half of 304 would be 152. If you want to go ahead and multiply the 304 times the 2, you get 608. And then you could divide that by 4. 4 goes into 6 once. Remainder 2. Bring down the 0. 4 goes into 25 times. Remainder 0. Bring down the 8. And 4 goes into 8 twice. So you get 152 either way. Calculate 9.4 times 4.8. So let's write it like that. 4 times 8 is 32. Put the 2, carry the 3. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 3 is 19. Now I'm going to move over 1. 9 times 8 is 72. And carry the 7. 9 times 4 is 36, plus 7 is 43. Add them up. 2, 11, carry the 1, 5, 4. Then we look to see how many decimal places are in the whole problem. There's only one decimal place, so I'll put the decimal right there, 451. Well, that's pretty close to 9 times 50, which would be 450, so that tells us we're at least in the ballpark. It's nice to do some sanity checks like that. So just some review questions about numbers to help you with the ASVAB test.